Little Paul Mooney.
I want to talk about 93 for a minute. I know it's 94 and I want more, and I'm very happy and excited about it. A lot happened in 93 to a lot of people.
30 years ago.
Whoopi got in a little trouble with the blackface. We all know that. And I had said that it's very hard to be a black man in America. It's very difficult. You saw that Ted Danson was black for an hour. Look all the trouble he got into. He hurried up and got that makeup off, didn't he?
I didn't know.
Let me rub this shit off quick. I've been going to movies lately and it's been driving me crazy. The latest thing I saw was Free Willy, which I think is insane. I think white people have gone insane. They want to free a whale. It tickles me. Did you see it? Very dramatic. Willie. Let Willie go, you bastards. Free Willie. I wanted the premiere. I messed the whole premiere up. I said, hey, the hell with Willie. I want my goddamn freedom. If I get close enough to stab Willie, he'll be a pair of shoes. Trust me when I tell you that. Look at these shoes. Willie. Well, you guys are an interesting bunch. Did you see the movie? Yeah. I wrote my own movie. I sold it to Paramount. I'm very excited about it. It's entitled The Last White Man on Earth. But it's not a sequel. We catch him.
Fresh out of jail, he dead broke, and it look like he thinking the raising hell, cause his men's ain't treating him right, and his ends ain't eating him right, and he ain't eating that right. He got nightmares, so he ain't even sleeping at night. He get the hoodie and the gun, he be creeping at night. Mixtrap.com. Yeah, the big nigga, knocking off crackers, mad rats in the crib, nigga. His mom's stressed out, his girl is tired of him. Cross town, niggas catch his ass, they gon' fire on him. He wanna leave now, but he can't relocate. Just enough cash for his soap and his cold pay. Barely enough clothes, barely enough kicks. Living on some rough shit, so he on some tough shit.
Happy Thursday, everybody. It's live eviction night if you're a Big Brother fan. It's Thursday night football if you're into that sport. Only one more sleep until the weekend. Unless you are somebody who works on the weekends, then
that sucks.
That does suck. Let's see. Be safe out there. These mean streets of America.
Even the rurals and the suburbs.
Yeah. And be good to yourself and to your body.
A good one, baby. Peace, y'all. Back to the episode. Enjoy this little jazz music for a minute while y'all riding to work and shit and all that. Eating your breakfast all in the car. Oh, one last thing. It's still hot in summer outside, so be careful. Don't be buying the donuts out the cases at the grocery stores, because they got gnats in there. Just check for them. So here's another thing I want to highlight. So remember, so this little story is out of northeastern Wisconsin, the Green Bay area. So Republicans were up there, you know what I'm saying? Because Kamala had they had like an event going out there, like for the Democrats, out in Northeast Wisconsin. It says Northeast Wisconsinites react to presidential debate. So they had a watch party, basically, like Democrats and stuff out in the Green Bay area. So, Democrats out there, you know, they were speaking well of Kamala. You know what I'm saying? They like her ideas, her new forward vision, you know, all that, and just feels like she'll be the president for everyone. You know, the good things. And then they asked the Republicans how they felt about it. And this is what they have to say. Remember how we were saying about how they just can't admit to stuff, or they always are just criticized, even if someone did really well, and like they'll just find something to criticize about just because they're not on her side.
Right.
So let's see what these Republicans are saying. You know, and it goes back to what we were talking about, like the two white ladies of the Georgia voters that they were asking, and they were saying, well, so who are you going to vote for? And the ladies were like, oh, well, I don't like some of the stuff Trump says. Some of the comments could be pretty mean and stuff like that. But I like his economy, and he'll be more of a leader, so I'll hold my nose and vote for him. And so you got more of these white Republicans saying that. So it says, here, this is perfect. This is a white person saying, from northeastern Wisconsin, Greenberry. He says, myself, like a lot of other Americans and Wisconsinites, don't always agree with how President Trump says it or what exactly he says, said Tony. But when we look at his policies, those are things that so many people agree on. When people actually look at the policies of both candidates, it's not even close that President Trump's policies are going to help turn the tide for the country in a positive direction. You see what I'm saying? How they just this person said it right there themselves, that they don't like the rhetoric, they don't like some of the stuff he says, but they're willing to vote for him. And that goes to, like I keep saying, like racism isn't a deal breaker. Racism should be a deal breaker for black and brown people. And when there's a white candidate up there saying anything racist, period, that should just be it. There's no room for discussion. That's why I don't like when I hear black and brown people still saying, well, I'm still looking, I'm still checking into things, I'm still not sure, what do you look, if you're black and brown, what the fuck does that mean? You know he's a racist, what are you looking into still? It should be, I'm not voting for Trump because he's this or that. I'm not really sure about Kamala yet, so I'm still figuring things out. But how is Trump an option for black and brown people? What is that rhetoric that I hear from some people? I'm still looking into stuff. I'm still figuring things out. What? There should be no.
Like, how is he even on the table?
Right. Now, white people, it's more understandable because they're white. You know what I mean? At least you're like, oh, well, they're white, so, okay, it kind of goes to the territory. Even though you don't like it, you're like, oh, okay, well, they're white. It makes more sense.
But if you're not down with racism...
Well, and that's what we're saying. We're hoping, but that's the thing, like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you have some white people that say, I don't like the rhetoric, and they go on and don't vote for him. But there's not enough of those people, is what I'm saying.
Right. Like, if you had two employee candidates.
Mm-hmm.
One had 34 felonies.
Yeah.
Or 34 convictions, whatever. And was found liable for sexual assault.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had another person who didn't have any of those things. Which one would you hire?
Right, baby. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. People sleeping outside. Man. Yeah, that's what we were saying about that stuff. Like, people ain't even, like, hiding or ducking off or, like, trying to... They're just literally laying on the sidewalk.
Well, and then a lot of times it's like, oh, well, why isn't the city doing more? Some people want to be outside. Right. They don't want to go to a shelter.
Right. They'd rather just still be alone.
You know, they don't want to You know,
That's one of the situations where misery doesn't love company.
right? Like when you get help, like, you know, city services or county services or state, whatever, you know, they want you to get mental health treatment. They try to help you find a job, and like if you're mentally ill, you don't think you're mentally ill.
Right. That's the other thing too. With like the migrants and all this stuff, and you know, people are up in arms. I ain't saying everyone, but like people are up in arms about people coming over here and getting health care and all. Like, why wouldn't you? Like, we all deserve to be healthy. I don't care where the fuck you're from. I don't care if you don't speak a lick of English. Like, why wouldn't we want people to be healthy and not have disease and all that? Why wouldn't we? Whether we like that they're coming here or not, why wouldn't we want people to get checked out and to be healthy and make sure they don't have stuff?
Right.
Why?
The other point that somebody made on Abby Phillip's show last night was, why are you mad at the migrants for that, though?
Oh, yeah.
Be mad at the government.
Right. Oh, yeah, because they're a good point, baby. Because they were talking about how, like, this he's a Latin dude, fake Latin dude, Republican, and it is what it is. He was up there talking about how they're bringing migrants over and they're paying them half of what they're paying people and stuff like that. Be mad at the company. Be mad at the fucking company. Don't be mad at the migrant. That's what I'll be saying. We'll be pushing our opportunity. Right. We'll be pushing our energy on the wrong people. That's what I'll be saying, too, about some black and brown people. They'll be complaining and shit about migrants coming over here and getting shit and stuff like that. You're like, why are you mad at them? Because like people are always saying, oh, well, they're coming over here getting stuff we're supposed to be getting. Well, if it's still sitting there and you haven't gotten it, that means they ain't giving it to you.
Are they not supposed to accept what's being offered?
That's the other part, right? You ain't like they ain't supposed to accept the help they're being offered. They're coming over here with nothing. And then people undervalue the language barrier.
Wouldn't you rather have people being employed than trying to find other ways to get money?
I would think so.
Things?
You would think so. You would think so. So in reality,
if you don't have any money and you need things and money, what do you do?
Crime.
Exactly.
Crime. That's like peanut butter and jelly.
Right.
That's like peanut butter and jelly. That's like salt and pepper. Yep. That's like ketchup on fries. All right, baby.
Mwah.
Love you.
I love you.
We'll see you later. Have a good one. Yep. Peace. All right, time to go make the donuts, y'all. So my question is this. So, because I'm watching CNN and they're talking to some black women and some white women about voting, right? And the two white women, you know, they're still saying they're going to vote for Trump pretty much. The black women are saying that they're for Kamala, right? And the white lady, she was like, well, I think Kamala's a good spokesperson. I think, personality and all that, and she'd be good, like, personality-wise for the country. But then she was like, but Trump is more of a leader. So that sparked a thought in my head. So, and I'm asking this question to white people. Just all white people that might be listening. And if you don't think this way, then it don't pertain to you. But for the white people that say what she says when they're like, oh, well, Trump's more of a leader and he'll lead the country and all that kind of stuff, what does that exactly mean? Like when you guys say that, what is the meaning behind that statement? Well, he's more of a leader. He'll lead us. So in my mind, that makes me think that white people that say that stuff, your mind has to be in like war mode then. It's like, do you think like no one's gonna come over, there's no war coming over to the United States soil. No one's gonna do that. I've been around for a pretty good time now. I mean, 9/11 was some bullshit and all that, you know what I'm saying? But, like, we don't have, like, we're not, I don't think anyone is like, well, I ain't going to say anyone because you have people that are, but the majority of us don't worry about a war being started in the United States. You know what I mean? Like, none of us are worried about that. You know what I mean? All that stuff's happening overseas. Like, we aid and assist, you know, on money and all that, the Ukraine stuff, you know, the Israel stuff, Gaza, all that, right, is going on. But, like, no one's coming over here to attack us, like, on some war stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, my point is, so, like, why, when white people say he's more of a leader, like, what does that mean? Like, it seems like a lot of white people are still, they're thinking about wars when they want a leader. It's like they're always concerned about war. What, like, I'm more worried about somebody over here in the United States doing some harm to me than someone in Afghanistan. You know what I'm saying? Like I think some of the worries would just be like they're not even really like truly like legit to the point where we have to like truly worry about them on like some panic type stuff. It's crazy. That's what I'm saying. That's why things go back to race for me. This thing, like everything reverts back to race. Because you have these Republicans up here, they'll be on TV. You know what I'm saying? Like you can have them all the facts in the world sitting in front of a Republican, and they'll still deny the stuff. Oh no, or they'll revert back to Hunter Biden, who's not running for president. I don't know why they always bring up Hunter Biden. And not that it even means anything, but I guess that RFK dude is dropping off from Trump, and he's saying that Kamala won. His word don't mean nothing, but I think he's realizing he should go on and just, you know, fall back from Trump and get out the way. You know? Because he's going to want to get a job somewhere doing something, you know what I'm saying? Trump is toxic. Yep. But so I'm just wondering that, though. Like, who, you know what I'm saying? No one's coming over here. Like, I'm more worried about a school shooting or, you know what I'm saying, that kind of stuff, or being in a grocery store and having some crazy white person come in there and shoot it up. I'm more worried about that happening here than about a war happening here. And there's no civil war going to happen. Like, I know white people, like, they love their guns so much, too. Like, who are you guys, like, protecting yourselves from? Like, for real. Who do you guys protecting yourselves from, and why do you need 84 shotguns and 72 pistols? Why? Like, why?
People in his inner circle. Instead, they believe that Trump take debate every single time. Performance appraisals of half leadership. Does that include you, and will you comply? Of course I'll comply. And if they are any, I will work with the board, and whether it's ask of me, I'm happy to answer.
Coffee time.
Just what's coming in FedEx today.
What did you say?
Just what's coming in FedEx today.
What's coming in FedEx today?
Our luxury down comforter.
Oh, nice. Nice. Forward to that. Mm-hmm. What are they talking about? How was your coffee?
It smells delicious. Is this the buttery rum?
Yeah, I mixed it. With a little bit of
regular? Yeah, I like flavored coffee, but not like shoe flavored, so I'm glad you mixed it.
Someone must have got shot. Someone must have got shot at that swing park or something recently. Because they're talking about closing now and doing something different with it. I heard gunshots a couple nights ago too. So maybe that's what it was.
I think Maya told me there's always something happening over there.
Yeah.
Like late at night.
Yeah. Hey. I'm gonna take Charlie out. Take him out, run this garbage out. I'll pick them up food. I'll just get the Fresh Pet. Shout out Fresh Pet. I'm walking around here looking for my coffee. Where'd I put my coffee?
Was it in the microwave?
It was. That's the last place I remember putting it. I probably took it into the room. Wait, hold on. Yeah, it's early, y'all. Forgive me. It is. What time is it? What time is it in the AM?
It's dark time.
It's still dark.
5:09.
It's 5:09. Scuba diver. They got them boats out there for that scuba diver, but they wouldn't go out looking for Sade Robinson in the water.
And here's a live look outside as we head to break dark and early on this Thursday morning. Our warm and dry conditions.
Just watching the news, y'all. We're going to put on CNN in a few minutes. All right, Charlie, come on. I got to rewarm my coffee up already. That's what I noticed about coffee. You can get it as hot as you want. You pour yourself a cup. If you leave it sitting around even for more than a couple minutes, when you go back to it, it's going to be either warm or almost cold.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Morning Center.
It's football day. Football. Yeah. Oh, they're saying Jordan Love might be ready Monday, but I think they should just at least let him sit out that game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because sometimes even though you might be ready to come back, sometimes you should probably just wait.
It just takes one hit.
It takes one hit, or for him to make one quick movement or something like that and all that, and then you end up tearing something because it's easy when you're just walking around in practice. You're just kind of, but when that whistle blows and you got to run.
And when
real
you're
fast,
scrimmaging with your players, they're not going to be
like trying to hurt you and shit.
Trying to kill you.
Right.
Ow.
Oops. Ooh. Yeah. So good morning, y'all. We took the day off yesterday. We didn't do any podcasting yesterday. For the most part, y'all can tell whether you're new or not listening. You can tell if you go down the list that we podcast pretty much every day, or at least like 5 days a week. So I just needed a day off. So I am going to take. Oh, I think I wanted to take Chewy too, but I don't feel like dealing with it too much. All right, I kind of feel bad. Maybe I should take it. No. Come on, Charlie. I hope you don't have to poop, because I didn't bring a bag.
I handed you one.
Oh, you did then? Yeah, I'm still asleep. All right, be right back, baby.
All right. Love you.
Love you too.
Come on, Bubs.
Whoa. Yeah, my partner. Okay, we're not good. He got off the collar. I got this video clip. This is CNN, Abby Phillip show. Shout out Abby Phillip. No S. Anyways, this is from Wednesday night, and they were doing a round table, and they were talking, and they were asking this white Republican guy, his name is Scott Jennings, they were asking him a question, if something was racist or not. And you know how we talk about how, some white people just can't get themselves to admit things? You can have all the facts presented right in front of their face, just laid out there for them to debunk, their arguments or their whatever, you know what I'm saying, that they're talking about or complaining about. We'll have the facts to debunk everything that they're talking about, but they still won't budge. They still won't say that you're right or, you You know what I'm saying? You can just never get them to admit anything. And I think that's one of the toughest things in the world, is to get somebody to admit something, to change their way of thinking, or to even have empathy sometimes. I think a lot of us lack empathy nowadays. So this is a clip, and this is a perfect example, and you'll hear how this man struggles and struggles and struggles just to admit that he's wrong and that they're right. And they asked him a specific question. So let's just see what happened.
And that it is based on.
Here's the real question.
Yesterday, when he said that, he wasn't being.
They're talking about Trump too. I'll start it over. This is Anna Navarro, Scott Jennings, Abby Phillip, and there's a couple other people on here as well.
Here's the real question.
Yesterday, when he said that, he wasn't being sarcastic. He wasn't being hyperbolic. He was amplifying a conspiracy theory that I think you would agree puts a target on the back of Haitian immigrants, and that it is based on racism. Would you agree on that?
Anti-black racism would be more pointed.
Do you think that if there were 20,000 Scandinavians that have been sent to Springfield, people would be saying that they're eating cats and dogs and geese?
I'm not going to answer for
Why
him,
not?
for his memes or anything else. But I am.
No, but I'm asking you. Do you think that conspiracy is based on racism?
Because I'm not going to answer. I don't know.
That was a long pause, Scott. I mean, because I
don't know the answer, and I'm not going to sit here and answer for somebody.
You do know the answer, Scott, and that's the thing. I don't agree with Scott Jennings on his politics and all that shit, but he's an intelligent man. He knows his stuff. He knows it's wrong. Whether even if you're a racist, you know that it's wrong. You still practice it because that's what's in your heart. You have hate in your heart, but you know that it's wrong. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. See how you just can't get people to admit things? What is that? That's one of our biggest problems in this world. Is people aren't willing to be teachable. People can't take constructive criticism. I'm saying in general. I don't mean all people. So when I'm saying people, I'm not saying everyone. But you know what I mean? It's hard. Like for me, especially, I was bouncing my head against the wall. You know what I'm saying? It's the same. Going back to forth. It took me my third time getting out of prison to finally figure it out and to change my way of thinking. That's what it all boils down to. You know what I'm saying? Your thinking has to be squared away. You know what I mean? Attitude is everything, and attitude, your how you feel about life and the way you think about things plays a big role in that. It's everything. Attitude is everything, and discipline as well is very key. But anyways, I know I'm getting off on the side, but there's about 10 more seconds.
Because I'm not going to answer. I don't know.
That was a long pause, Scott. I mean,
because I don't know the answer, and I'm not going to sit here and answer for somebody. I don't talk to Donald Trump about what the motivations are, and I don't answer to you either.
But Scott, what is the answer for you?
But the bottom line is
trying to give you a thoughtful answer.
But the bottom line,
right? That shit's crazy as hell, y'all. Though. But yeah, that's what's going on out here.
The real question.
Yesterday, when he said.
Huh? And this clown is like the Republic. Their campaign, their whole shit is just in the tubes now, is in the tank, and they know it. Trump's not going to debate her again. He doesn't want to go through that again. He lost. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she mollywopped him. And supposedly there's going to be this lady that was on the panel with Abby last night. Her name is Nina. I'm going to have to get her last name. But she's saying that she was talking about reparations a little bit, and she's out of Ohio. She's either a former U.S. state senator out of Ohio, or she is a senator out of Ohio. her first name is Nina. I'm going to check again. But she was talking about reparations, and I supposedly, don't quote me, but she said there's a meeting in early October. I believe she said October 3rd. I'm going to check again, so don't quote that date. But I know it's in early October. She said that there's going to be this very huge, big meeting about reparations amongst a lot of black people. And I guess whoever else has to be involved with that or whatever. So that's good. That's a good sign. So we'll see what's up with that. I don't think it's going to happen, but we'll see. Because here's the thing. If Cali gets reparations, every other state is going to be asking for them, rightfully so. If I see another state get reparations, I want mine too. Everyone else is. And the other thing too, like, because I'm black and brown, right? I'm black and Mexican. So for me, like, I've been hit across the head twice. The slavery still affects me on my black side. And on my Mexican side, the stolen land stuff still affects me. You know, a lot. And I said, you guys just go do your research. Just look up stolen land. Say, is Mexico, there's parts of California, Nevada. Just look up parts of the West Coast are stolen land. You can just type that in. Or what states out west are stolen land? Because you can look at it. Listen, just look at the names of some of the cities out there. A lot of them out west. San Bernardino, Santa Clara, Santa Ana, San Juan, Mexico, like San Juan, California, San Bernardino, California. Those are Latin names. Do you think some white man would be naming all of these cities? San this, San that. No, those are Latin names. Come on. The white men came up here and stole it. Just like they stole from the Native Americans. Just how they stole black people and brought us over here to be slaves. And just how they came over here and stole Mexico's land. You know, a lot of California was Mexico. Parts of Colorado were Mexico. Parts of Arizona were Mexico. And I get sick of hearing people say, oh, that was way back then. No, it's not a moot point. That's always going to be a big deal to me. I was just listening to that Scott Jennings clip. Because you know how we're always talking about how it's hard to get people to admit whether they're wrong or that something someone said was wrong or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I played that Scott Jennings clip and just the amount of time it took him to... Because even, Abby was like, Scott, that was a long pause. Mm-hmm. So, like, what is that? That's what I was saying. That's one of the hardest things in the world to do is to get people to change their minds and to think about something in a different way, especially when you add race to it, religion, all of that stuff. You just can't get people to be like, yeah, you're right, I'm wrong. Or, yeah, that was wrong for him or her to say, yeah. Right.
You could tell that he was actually struggling with how to respond. Mm-hmm. Just his facial expressions, too. Because if he didn't think there was anything wrong with it, he would have responded right away like all the other times. So I just think, like, you know...
Because he'll respond to some shit that he...
Right. That he feels about.
That he feels strongly about, or that he'll talk all day about it, but when you get pressed... And that's the thing, too, we were saying, like... And I know this may sound crazy or just like a saying, but he doesn't want to get kicked out the white club.
Right.
You know, that'd be the same thing. I'll put it this way. For white people to understand, you know, or whoever. Okay, I'm black, right? So let's say...
You are.
I am. Yeah. So that'd be like me going up and saying something disparaging or disrespectful about somebody black. You know what I'm saying? And then have somebody ask me about it. And then just continue. People would be questioning and be like, dude, like, Like, that don't make no sense. You're black. Like, how aren't you just naturally on that side of things? You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, when you see, like when we talk about the black Republicans or you know, I call the fake Mexicans and stuff like that. You got Mexicans telling other Mexicans to go get back over the wall and go back to Mexico. I literally saw online, it was a few weeks. Y'all can go check out the episode probably. I don't know which one it was. Anyways, I played a video clip of these two Mexican guys. They were yelling at some other Mexican people, like behind them, telling them to get back over the wall, go back over to America, go back to Mexico. You're not American. And these are Mexican people telling...
Right. That's what I don't get. I don't understand. That's a conundrum to me. You know? I don't get that at all.
Yeah.
But you could tell that I'm not sympathizing with Scott Jennings at all. I'm saying...
I hope not.
No. But you could tell didn't know how to respond.
He did admit that Kamala won that debate.
Right.
He did admit that. But that's the thing. If you can admit that, why? Yeah.
And he was, I would say last night, he was pretty tame for Scott Jennings.
Well, it's so obvious that their candidate...
Right.
Everyone can sense and feel it. Even the super MAGAs that are just like we played the video clip from the other day. The lady, remember the guy was like, if Trump doesn't win, she was like, oh, I don't even want to live, or some shit like that. So, like, are you kidding me?
Right.
Are you kidding me? So.
Right. And, I mean, you could just tell that, like...
His reign of terror is coming to an end. Everyone can feel it. Everyone can see it. We can all, everyone can see that happening.
And people that used to support him or supported the party are now defecting, if you will.
And Speaker of the House, Hakeem Jeffries, asked Trump, he said he wants Trump to get a cognitive test. That's a real deal, too.
I mean...
It's not just talk. That's a real deal.
Because
I would have never posted it. Yeah. Because I respect Hakeem Jeffries. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
But it just seems like... So, like, when there's Democrats that were just like, I'm not down with Kamala, they aren't kicked out of the party.
That's the other thing. Right. Exactly. Right.
But...
With Republicans...
If you're not with...
Or the MAGAs.
Right. If you're not MAGA, you're not really a Republican, first of all. And then if you go against the grain and you disagree with him, then they're like, you know, because they talk about that Kemp guy who's like...
Oh, Georgia?
Who's like, I'm voting for Kamala. There's a lot of Republicans that Kinzinger.
There's over 200.
Right.
That's a lot.
And they're like, I'm still a Republican, but I can't in good conscience vote for him.
Yeah, see, and those are the people that are willing to...
work outside of their...
And we need more of that. That's what I'm saying.
Across the aisle, if you will.
They're willing to do that. You know what I mean?
Right, so like... But look at how they're almost like blacklisted then.
And that goes to what we were saying about the Scott Jennings.
Right.
About how it took him so long to answer. He doesn't want to get kicked off the white club.
Right, and you could tell, like, the wheels were turning on that one. But, like, you get death threats.
Why do you think it took Taylor Swift so long to endorse? She had, after she endorsed, before, they're probably getting all her security shit all detailed, all amplified and ready, because she's telling her people, okay, we're going to make this announcement. Yeah, and they got to worry about that. LeBron, where you at, homie? We need you, dog. Come on and endorse Kamala, bro. Let's go.
The other reason why she spoke out was because Trump created like an AI endorsement of her.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He tweeted like this AI thing of her endorsing him.
Which was total bullshit, man.
Right. So, like, you almost have to speak out then. Because...
And you know what I like?
I mean, everybody knew it was fake, but, like, it's still out there.
For sure. Yeah. Yeah. All right, y'all. We're gonna finish getting ready for work, though. But yeah,
I gotta get dressed.
It's football day. It's live eviction day on Big Brother. So we'll see what's going on with that. Shout out Chelsea. Chelsea's doing real good. I'm rooting for Chelsea to win. Yep. Peace, y'all. We'll get a little music.
A little SP style to the go. Start this Thursday off.
Back on my gun shit. Is this what you want from me? Back on my night shit. Let these suckers that run from me.
No more Mr. Nice Guy.
Up the light guy. Back to the cold to the nice guy. Hit you with the 22 inch niggas is pint size. 45 to 6 feet or better, nigga. You got the right size. Fuck all them niggas is the shit that I'm back on. Give Poppy the call. Tell him it's back on. Back to the back, hoodie and back on. And I don't give a fuck if you got your strap on. Shoot first, shoot second, then ask questions. If I don't like the answer, shoot again. Different weapon. Why you think I'm stressing, huh? Cause I ain't hit a nigga in a minute, so it feel like I ain't really repping it. I know it sounds ignorant, but fuck it, it's militant. Seem to take assurance so niggas can start feeling it. A lot of niggas soft and I know it. So I'ma get the 9. Shit is on the line, but I'm about to blow it. The mood's real dark and the pain's real deep. Focus in when I wanna quit. Understand I was raised on some other shit. What's the pain in you? What's the name in you? What's shame in you? What's the game and the fame in you? These is the questions that I ask myself. Like the haze and the hash for help. Like a boss ski street. A parking lot full of thugs and parking nigga late. Make moves to take time like a chess piece. Before I start the car, 4 dimes to the chess piece. Windows ain't the only thing tinted. Niggas is too. I've been trying to blow, but it might take me a minute. Shit, time is money though. I wanna loaf, but my ghost acting funny though. You saying chill, nigga. And you can build or you can kill, nigga. That depend on your will, nigga. My reply is the drill, nigga. I've been seeking adventure. If I kill a starting vibe, that'll weaken a venture. See time in another frame. And I'm thirsty for knowledge. What it really mean, my mind got a hunger pain. Could it shine when it come to rain? And could it rain when it shine once in a while? To keep me on the humble plane. Honor and respect. Llama in the bomber, check the drama in the sec. Think about the days when we blew chocolate, gin and tonic to the death. The niggas grew up fast, threw up cash, niggas sneakers, cars and clothes, who won't blast? And this is our life, we live this nigga. Sound trite, but we did this nigga. Just to breathe out here is a motherfucking privilege, nigga.
Thanks for listening, y'all. Back to the episode. A little music real quick, though. A little style speak.
My little man Jamel is fresh out of jail. He dead broke, and it look like he thinking to raise hell. Cause his men's ain't treating him right, and his ends ain't eating him right, and he ain't eating that right. He got nightmares, so he ain't even sleeping at night. He get the hoodie and the gun, he be creeping at night. Traffic.com. And the big nigga knocking off crackers, mad rats in the crib, nigga. His mom's stressed out, his girl is tired of him. Cross town niggas catch his ass, they gon' fire on him. He wanna leave now, but he can't relocate. Just enough cash for his soap and his cold bait. Barely get enough clothes, barely get enough kicks. Living on some rough shit, so he on some tough shit.
Happy Thursday, everybody. It's live eviction night if you're a Big Brother fan. It's Thursday night football if you're into that sport. Only one more sleep until the weekend. Unless you are somebody who works on the weekends, then
That sucks.
that does suck.